welcome to Studio 434, the official podcast of the Oviedo Winter Springs Regional Chamber of Commerce. I'm Paul West, Membership Director here at the Chamber, and I'm joined today by Mr. Lee Papert, who is the Chief Development Officer of the Central Florida Zoo and Botanical Gardens.
That's right, I sure am. Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. We're glad you're here, Lee. Tell us what's new at the zoo lately.
Well, I mean, what's not new? Everything is new at the zoo. We are having so much fun. It's summertime. We're having an absolutely wonderful summer. We've had a full summer that's not very good English, is it? A full summer of summer camps for kids. We've got a couple more weeks of that. It's so much fun to see the youngsters at the zoo all day long, part of the summer activities, learning about animals, learning about conservation. That's one of the most fun things that happen during the summer. And it just, you name it, Paul. If you want to come learn about animals, you can come to the zoo. You want to learn about conservation, you can come to the zoo. Heck, if you want to go play in a splash pad, you can do that at the zoo too.
So the zoo is just not entertainment, it also has an educational element to it.
The zoo is very much an educational institution. We are focused on our mission to, I'm going to have to edit this, but we're going to have to focus on our mission to inspire people to take action for wildlife. And by doing that, or by telling the stories of what's going on out in the world, we're hopefully creating an emotional response with folks to have a good time, to learn, and to appreciate our own wildlife, the wildlife that lives outside your doors here in Florida, which we have a lot, to the wildlife that lives in Asia or Africa or anywhere else in the world. They are a part of our world, and our goal is to help educate people to understand that they are an important part of our world.
Right. Yeah. Tell me about, I've seen a lot of it on social media, about these famous sunsets at the zoo.
Yes, we have incredible sunsets at the zoo. And actually, Sunset at the Zoo is our signature summer program. On the fourth Friday of the month, May through September, we open late. We reopen at 5 p.m. and we go till sunset. It is reduced cost admission, $6 in advance, $8 at the door. All the regular zoo activities are going on, so you can enjoy seeing the animals or playing in this splash pad or anything else of the regular stuff that goes on at the zoo. But what's truly unique about it is we add some elements to it. First off, it is a chance for us to recognize our neighbors, to recognize the unique cultures that surround us here in Central Florida. So each night of this sunset, there are 5 of them, focuses on a different one of our cultures.
Okay.
For example, last Friday we welcomed the African American and Black culture of Central Florida, and we do that by providing some educational elements. There were some that are representative of the culture. We had a storyteller, we had some dance programs going on, we had some vendors that were run by African American and Black people or businesses. So that was going well, showcasing, the heritage and the history of that culture. There was also some food trucks that were representing the culture as well. And so each sunset focuses on a different culture. The one coming up in August, we're going to look at Native American culture, and then in September we will honor Hispanic Heritage Month by recognizing Hispanic culture.
Okay, very interesting.
They're absolutely a blast, and what's so much fun about it is our attendance continues to grow since we've started with the focus on the cultural heritages. It certainly increased from the year before. More and more people are coming, and they're recognizing it's a great way to come see the zoo in a unique and different atmosphere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, since we're at the chamber, let's discuss, are there any vendor business opportunities available?
Well, there's always ways of getting involved at the zoo. We have all sorts of, as you can imagine, a zoo, we have all sorts of opportunities for construction. We're always looking to enhance a habitat, build a new habitat. It's Florida, we need good air conditioning and heating and ventilation. We have animal nutrition opportunities that we need to be able to take care of our animals. And there's, like I said, always construction activities. We have an aerial adventures, ropes course, and line course. So, we're always looking for folks to make sure that we have the right equipment and the harnesses, and the
Okay.
ropes are all good, and the ladders are all good, and all of that. Because
The
of course,
hardware side of
the
things.
hardware side of things in that regard. We're always looking for staff. That's just like everybody else. We need animal keepers. You need to have training for that. You can't just sign up to do that. But we're always, the zoo always has opportunities available. All that stuff's listed on our website. But construction opportunities are definitely something that we need help with. It's a unique challenge to build at a zoo, and we're always looking for new folks that are willing to help us to do that. All the amenities of an attraction. We have a children's train that we need to keep running. We've got to, like I said, keep all of our facilities running. There's landscape maintenance and all of that needs to take place. There's always opportunities to get involved in the zoo. And after all, we are the Central Florida Zoo.
Right.
And we're sitting here in Central Florida right now, right out here on 434. I mean, can't get any more central than that. So we'd love to work with the businesses here in Oviedo and Winter Springs.
Right. Is there information on your website about that?
All that stuff's on the website, yes.
Okay. And the website is
centralfloridazoo.org, all lowercase. One word, all lowercase.
centralfloridazoo.org.
That's right.
Okay. It's not a seasonal business, being that it's in Central Florida, so I would imagine opportunities for different events go on all year long. Or is there a seasonal trend?
There are events that are tied to the seasons that we do, yes. So right now, summer for us, as I mentioned, Sunset at the Zoo, summer camps are always going on, that kind of a thing. Once the summer wraps up, we will we look to kick off the Zubu Bash, which is October. It's Halloween. It's a chance for families to come out and really embrace the zoo and everything we have to offer for the 3 weekends leading up to Halloween. The Zubu Bash will be going on, brought to us by Orlando Health. We're very excited to have them back as one of our sponsors. It's an opportunity to see the zoo and everything that we offer, but there's also chances for the kids to do some trick-or-treating.
Right.
The staff will be dressed up in costumes. The kids will have chances to play in bounce houses. Splash Pad, of course, will be going on. There's a DJ spinning tunes all day long. It's the zoo plus a little extra. And so you get all the fun zoo stuff, but there's extra fun involved. And that's for those 6 days, 3 weekends leading up to Halloween.
Okay.
It's going to be a blast. And then after that, of course, Central Florida's newest, most exciting holiday tradition begins, and that's the Asian Lantern Festival.
Yes.
So we've done that for 4 years in a row, and we'll be doing it again starting, it runs typically mid-November through mid-January, and we'll be announcing all the details of that over the next, probably in the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, we'll be starting to announce that. If you haven't been to the Asian Lantern Festival, I highly recommend it. Paul, it's an incredible experience. It's like nothing you've ever seen. It's not just nice little lanterns. These are designed in China, artisan lanterns that are set up all throughout the zoo. Takes place at night. It's an extra ticket. You can come see the zoo during the daytime and then have a ticket to come by Asian Lantern that night. There's lots of food to choose from and beverages. It is a great experience and tremendously fun for the family.
Okay. About what time in November will that start?
It'll be mid-November, typically just
Okay.
a little before Thanksgiving, and then it'll run through
Okay.
middle of January.
So that's a nice Thanksgiving getaway for
It's
the families.
Thanksgiving, Christmas, it's a great thing for families to do. It's something different. It's not pure holiday lights, which is, I think, part of the appeal. It's not just another holiday show. It's one that celebrates the Chinese culture, the Asian culture, which is important to our community as well. And so we're continuing to follow our hopes and dreams to show to everyone throughout Central Florida that we are a welcoming community. Everyone is welcome at the zoo. We're home for a lot of people.
Right. Right. So if people have Northerners coming down to get away from the winters,
Yep,
it's
absolutely.
a great place to
it's
take
a
them.
great time to go. You can see the whole show, have a blast. You can go out for dinner beforehand, go out to dinner afterwards, all sorts of places. It's just a great evening out.
Central Florida Zoo and Botanical Gardens, Mr. Lee Papert, thank you for being with us today.
Paul,
I'm
it's been a
very
pleasure.
excited.
I appreciate the
I
invitation.
can't wait to come see those lanterns.
Well, just make sure you tell me when you're coming, because I'm going to come find you.
You're always welcome, Lee. Thank you. We'll see you again next time for the next Studio 434 podcast.